I don't know how this edit's going to work out, but you may have heard a very frightening electricity noise there a few moments ago because Joe's microphone was literally going. Zzz, zzz.
Yeah.
At which point I said, "Oh, your waveform looks very small on the laptop." And then Joe was like, "Oh, what if I twiddled with the cable here?" And it went. Zzz.
Yeah, he likes to put me down like that as well about my waveform.
Oh, you've such a pathetic waveform, you beta.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make it clear, guys. Like for my art, I noticed like I got like a bit of a shock. And I kept going with the banter because I know what we
Appreciate
need,
that.
Okay?
I was wondering.
Also,
how...
your waveform is like average size, would you say? Or
Well,
that's sort of like an average.
That's a very normal size from what I hear.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's been described as cute by some people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
It
but just specifically in terms of size.
Yeah.
Not that I like.
It's not
care
the
or anything,
size
but
of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean. Okay.
which
So-
works for wave forms too.
yeah.
So there's
See?
something there.
It's
There's
all
something
it
there.
all makes sense.
Yeah.
You have earned the first bite of the penguin, sir. Congratulations.
Simon, so you're in London.
I'm in London, baby.
Yeah,
Very
you're in
accusatory.
I'm in it. You're in London. What gives?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, tax
Well,
exile in London.
Right now, I'm hanging out in this. I don't want to use the word dingy
No.
to describe our setting, but I will because that is the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's a sort of the downstairs of a pub on a Friday afternoon,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and it's hot.
it's hot. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool.
It's just-
There's karaoke lights in the background. I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're gonna end with a sort of a karaoke segment of
This
some
feels
description.
a relatively basic question, but what is your karaoke go to? Is it Bat Out of Hell?
I mean, that's definitely one of them. I do tend to like to go for very, very inappropriately long songs.
Yeah.
Bat Out of Hell, American Pie, Purple Rain. You know,
yeah.
if it's
Mhm.
not more than 8 minutes,
But like,
then
so,
I'm not interested.
but so much of Purple Rain is a guitar solo.
Yeah, but you know, you can sort of sway on the spot and kind
Yeah,
of close
that's
your
true.
eyes.
That takes some self-confidence, though, because they just remain up on stage while a guitar solo goes and just sway.
But
Yeah.
I think.
Hey, don't knock it till you tried it.
Yeah.
and you're consistent at it.
I will stay till the bitter end. you know?
I remember being invited to like a comedians like karaoke Christmas party,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like a load of comedians in a room like upstairs in somewhere in South London, and the person running it came up to me and was like, "Joe, everyone's afraid to do karaoke. Go do a song." And I was like, "No problem." And I did "Don't Look Back in Anger," and no one cared. Like I was real like, "Come on, guys, let's all do the party."
Yeah.
They were like, "No," and then the next person got up and did Tequila,
Tequila, like
Oh, 'cause it's- yeah.
just one word.
Oh, that's fucking.
Oh, it was so. and
Were
that was-
they a very clever comedian?
Classic
Yeah.
comedian. That actually sounds, I mean, probably a bit of self-hatred here, but when I heard you say I was at like a comedian's
Yeah.
Christmas karaoke, I'm like, that sounds like the worst
No.
party
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
My God.
Most comedians are not natural extroverts. Like some of them are,
Yeah.
but most of them are not.
I'm a natural sextrovert.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah, that's why we had
guys.
All
We're here,
right.
guys.
That's why we had to cut recording halfway through.
Yeah. Can I amend that?
that?
I'm a natural sex pervert. So
That's what people say online.
it's very
anyway.
incriminating.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll cut that. We'll cut that. Take that out of my bigger than average size waveform.
No, this is hiding in plain sight. This is like 20 or 30 years from now when a documentary comes out about you. We're like, oh, he kept saying it, but we just thought it
Yeah.
was banter.
Don't get this going. That was a throwaway line, purely done for the purposes of it rhyming. Okay, I'm not.
And we've got it on camera and in
Yeah,
crystal
yeah.
clear HD audio.
We're
No.
gonna take advantage. in
God
years to
damn
come.
it.
When you're down, we're going to stand on your grave.
And even me saying to you stop is breathing further life into this story.
You guys were chatting about the last time you saw each other.
Yeah, trying to work out when it was.
Yeah, we
Or-
couldn't remember.
You
No,
just know
yeah.
it's in the past.
Definitely.
It is in the past.
Certainly
Yeah.
in the past.
Yeah.
Because I remember you lived in London for a while. You were in East
Mm.
London, and we met up a few times, and you came to a few
Yes.
comedy shows, and we chatted then. And then you were like,
Yes,
"That's
we did a
enough of that."
sketch together.
We did.
I remember.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did in my flat in Finsbury Park.
Yes. You actually introduced me to
Me.
Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
yeah.
I know. I've never forgiven you for that.
Like a tick.
Yeah.
Once I'm in, I'm burrowed.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. There's no escape. There's no escape.
Yeah, where you were kicking last night with Rachel Galva? That was the first time we met. So
Yes.
really, we should have had a falling out last night, so it's like a perfect circle.
Give it time.
Yeah, I feel
The weekend is young.
Yeah,
You know, we'll manage it.
yeah, we'll get there.
I actually poisoned your microphone. That little electric shock. I'm trying to off you. you and replace you on the podcast.
Bigger waveforms of try it, right?
Knowing that you poisoned his microphone is very funny. Knowing that Joe habitually licks the mic every episode.
Yeah. We all
Listeners
know.
are always like, what is that terrible saliva noise every week?
Oops.
I actually kind of like that. That's my favorite part of
It's ASMR.
the waveform experience.
But from that we did, well, actually, the last time you might have met was the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah, actually, I came to your show, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, and I came to yours.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
when I say I came
Oh,
to yours,
I was wondering why you weren't standing for the standing ovation at the end, because you were doubled over in your chair.
yeah.
That was great. That was sorry. That was great.
Thanks for the little
Let's
sound
call this
visual
done.
guy.
But I remember like probably one of my favorite moments ever. We talked about this on like the second episode, so no one remembers. I barely do.
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments ever was the second show, Notice Box, because I was producer of the show and did the lights and the sound, and we were out flyering every day. And then, do you remember?
Carl?
Yeah.
Carl. Oh my God, that guy. Harmonica Carl.
Carl.
Carl Monica.
Yeah.
That
that-
guy
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
you
fucking
told the story.
legend.
Yeah.
It's the greatest, like one of the greatest moments.
You've told that?
I have told it. Yeah, it was episode 2, I think. So,
Of course.
but we didn't hear it from your perspective. Like for me, it was pure crack and banter. But
Well, for me as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little bit annoyed at being upstaged by an audience member, but he
Yeah.
did it after the show. The Cliff Notes version, if you
Yes.
told it before,
Yeah.
was that we were out flying, which is, as we all know, a soul-destroying
doesn't know.
experience.
No, he isn't.
But that's right. You
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
had sort
Yeah.
of minions to do
Yeah,
your
yeah.
flying.
I went flying for him, and I brought him with me. And you were so flustered by the whole experience. you
Oh,
went to
I
lay
just
down.
stopped.
Yeah, you just
after
stopped.
5 minutes, I
Yeah.
was like, I can't do this.
It is
Not what I'm here
horrible.
for.
Yeah.
You sent your flying monkeys.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz reference.
They did a great
Fly your
job.
ring of monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
Ah,
will you? Will you?
This guy's
You will.
good.
This guy's
You
got
will.
something.
But yes, Carl was a guy who we found. Well, we found a group of like Americans,
Yes.
and they were all in like their 50s or 60s, which is not really my target demographic.
No.
And most of them had no interest except the one very drunk man
Yeah.
who was like, "You crazy Irish,
Yeah.
I'll come to this show."
But
And we were like, "Not a chance."
Do you remember the first thing he said when his wife and his friends across the road? He goes, "Hey, but you guys got any cocaine?"
Yeah. He was big on his cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the surprise of no one.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
one,
yeah.
no
the,
one.
the guy who did a harmonica solo at your comedy show.
But he just walked on stage. He kept asking me about a blues bar. And I was like, "Yeah, Carl, yeah, I'll get you sorted," but I did not want to hang out with him.
Of course
I
he
don't-
did.
Yeah,
Like Carl just kind of strayed out of a sort of a 70s sort of sexually charged Western movie.
Yeah.
Where's the blues bar? You guys got any blues in this town?
Yeah.
But I just love the fact that he just like the man. He had no concept of what theater or anything was. He kept asking me, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's a show. It's a stage show." And he was
Yeah.
like, "No, but what is this?" And I'm like, "No, it's like a stand-up comedy, bit of music." And
But where's the saxophone?
Yeah.
Where's the bass guitar?
No, there's different options,
Yeah,
Carol.
yeah.
There isn't just music. There's also laughter.
Yeah.
and
Well,
life.
there was music.
Yes.
Sorry, both in the show.
Yeah,
But then at the end, when Carl got up,
yeah,
unprompted, I think. Sorry, he got up and came to the front to like hug me
Mhm.
and tell me, "Great show, brother." And then whipped out his harmonica and started playing. And the crowd enjoyed that significantly more, I think, than they enjoyed the preceding hour.
yeah.
But yeah, it was fantastic. And then he disappeared into the night. And I like to think that he's still there in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
searching for that blues bar and that cocaine.
Yeah. Upstaging comedians every night.
Yes.
And the phrase
Yeah.
whipped out his followed by harmonica is such a relief. you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, he did take out his dick as well. For like,
Oh.
but that
was
was
out the entire
fine.
time.
Yeah.
It was like
so
Winnie
much
the Pooh.
take exactly. It was
Yeah.
already out. God, Carl.
Pantless Carl. Yeah.
Let's Carl.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fun.
That's fun. Yeah. No, I wish I was there to see that show.
Yeah.
You know, that was
Well, you've heard it twice now. The
Yeah,
story on
no,
your
yeah,
on your
exactly.
podcast.
I've
So
got the
I feel
FOMO.
like,
You know,
yeah.
he's very proud of being your producer. He mentions it all the time on
Quite
Aw.
consistently, twice.
That's
Yeah,
cute,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
stop mentioning it. I appreciate it, but
the show.
cut
Yeah,
it.
the cease and desist letters weren't necessary, Simon.
Well, you think that, but
But it's nice for
ultimately-
us to stay in contact.
Yes,
That's what I
that
love
is
about
true.
it.
That
Yeah.
is our
via
main-
legal representation.
Yeah.
Of
Sure.
course. Yeah,
You guys are very close to crossing over actually last Friday or the Friday before when we went to see that film. You were like divorced parents. It was like you went to see the movie with me,
Yes.
Oh.
and then you joined right afterwards.
Yeah, in Dublin.
In Dublin, yeah.
That's right. Because I was back coincidentally at the same time you were.
Yeah.
And you went to see a film. What was the name of the film again?
All That Glitters by
All That
Peter
Glitters.
Labrie.
Yeah. And you went to see it as well. But then you skived off
Yeah.
for the pint section of the evening.
Yeah. But were you there for the film?
No.
Okay, so let's not say when we went to see that film. We went to see the film. Sean went for drinks.
Yeah.
I also, oh my God, this is so like, enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, great to see, young Irish filmmakers. Blah, blah.
Mhm.
But
What a ringing endorsement.
yeah,
there.
all right, come on. Let me just skip through the empty platitudes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I really need to start reading my messages and emails in more depth because I, for some reason, was 100% convinced that it was a short film, which I was convinced of right up until right before it began.
Yeah.
And like I met you beforehand for like a quick
Water.
drink. Yeah, and I remember saying because I was like, oh, I can't stick around afterwards because I was going to record my podcast, Role Play with Ryan Carrick.
Cut that later. Joe.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
No free clout.
Yes. But you were like to me, you were like, oh, what time are you recording that? And this was, I think, as we were like gathering our stuff up to leave the pub. And I was like, oh, about 2:30, so I should be back, maybe 10 or 15 minutes before. And you gave me sort of a look. You were like, do you think but then we didn't have time to discuss because we had to move.
Yeah.
Got in there, sat down, and there was a little like speech beforehand
Yeah.
from the director and
Peter.
Peter,
listens.
yes,
Mhm.
and Peter. Apologies for hand waving my praise. It was a lovely film. I very much enjoyed it. But they got up to do like a little like speech in advance, and then they were talking. My first clue started realizing when they were saying like, this film, it's been 4 years in the making.
This film is 90 minutes long.
Well, literally, that's what because he was like, 4 years in the making, 200 people in total worked on this, and I was like, jeez, that's been OTT for a 10-minute short film. And then the last thing I think he said before the film started was like, he had this really nice line where he was like, there's a lot of like darkness in the world today and a lot of division and things going on, but I'm hoping that for the next 2 hours or so, I can bring you guys a little light.
Yeah.
And I think I audibly let out a little. I was there as the lights were going, frantically messaging Ryan to be like, hey, sorry, we're going to have to push the podcast recording by an hour and a half. So I was like, I can't leave. I was invited by him to see this. What I thought was short film was an actual fact. I'm not going to say long film, but film length.
A full film.
A full film.
I was wondering when he said that why someone from the back shouted, "No, fuck, we're bringing light into your life." I was like, God, someone really likes the darkness. Okay, interesting vibe. But so my dad, I brought him up for a day trip out of Nice, and I remember he was gobsmacked because he just said everyone was like looking at Simon, like all these young women. He was like, and he was saying it like he mentioned something when we were all together. And then the next day he said it to me. He's like, and there was just a load of women just looking at him, all these young people just looking at him. And I was just, and I was like, and my dad was like, what does he do? I said, I produced his show. What do you mean? What is he in Edinburgh? It's like, yeah, but what is it? And I was like, no, like, comedy. So he just stands on a stage talking. And I was like, are you an idiot? Like, what do you mean? Who describes stand-up comedy as standing on a stage and talking?
I mean, not inaccurate.
Yeah.
But it feels like it was his first day being a human.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, possibly could have been a few people noticing from TikTok, but I did have my dick out Carl style while we were outside the film.
You learned it from him.
Exactly. I was like, it seems to work for him. He's a pretty fun guy.
He made the day about you. Once you found out it was a feature film, you were like, I'm not having this.
Yeah.
Dick out. Film on.
Oh, for God's
Go.
sake.
Yeah.
It's how I react about disappointment. Dick out. Elation. Yes, dick out.
I do love how you're adding a few extra wave notes to yourself there. Just like, here we go.
It's the gesture will get longer and longer. I'll eventually knock over the computer.
Depending how disappointed you are.
Yes. Yeah.
But you were in last night. You were gigging.
I was gigging here in London town,
Just up the road from here, actually.
just up
where
the
we're recording.
road in the Alpaca.
Mhm.
It was a split bill with Rachel Galvo, the wickedly talented.
Galvo. This is have you heard of the show The Simpsons? perhaps.
I have heard of the show.
And well, on last week's episode, I said to Joe, wouldn't it be funny if you said, "It's Galvo," when you introduced her on stage, a la Gabbo from The Simpsons, the puppet. But I don't think he did it.
I didn't know.
He did.
No, I don't think you did. And honestly,
It would have been confusing for everyone. I
It
think.
would have, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Confusing and a little bit disrespectful as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure it would have been
So disrespectful.
I love how it's like it's not only a niche reference, it is an incorrect. Because if the line from The Simpsons had been "It's Galvo," then I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's a different name.
But yeah,
You've
but
changed.
obviously we've just changed. It's a similar sound though. Gabbo, Galvo. Come on.
It's genius. It really is
It
genius.
lines up
But
nicely.
also, it just wasn't that audience. They're not my people. It was an invasion of South Dublin.
Oh, really?
So like I don't know what the
Hey,
Simpsons
hey,
are.
hey, hey.
Simpsons has made it to the south side of Dublin, surely.
Actually, no.
Oh.
There was an embargo on The Simpsons in South Dublin, unfortunately, all through my childhood. Terrible. And only in recent years, only when I come to London, can I watch it and catch up on these
Yeah,
references.
I hear those conversations. God, man, have you seen this steamed hams thing that everybody's talking about? This is crazy stuff.
Pretty
So
good.
this guy, right, get this, his boss comes round for work and he burns the meat. And he said, what if I were to purchase fast food and pretend it was my own cooking?
Aurora Borealis.
Look, like entirely in his
crazy.
own
I mean,
kitchen.
Because that could never happen.
No, that'd be ridiculous. Man.
Yeah.
And steamed hams, like, I've never heard that expression, you
Yeah.
know? And I've been around a long time.
Monorail. So it's sort of like the Lewis, but it didn't work particularly well.
No.
I assume what the Lewis is like on the north side, perhaps.
It's crazy. And he says Ogdenville as if that's like a notable place. I've never even heard of Ogdenville, man. Come on.
I think again on the north side.
Yeah,
I assume.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Truly. But it's crazy.
Ongar maybe is nearest. That's why I
and
see it on the front of buses.
Bort gets a pet elephant.
Bort.
And I was like, this show is just off the wall. Bart, what are you going to do with that thing in the back garden, no less?
South Dubliners were very confused in the episode where they say, "My son is also called Bort," because we pronounce Bart as Bort, so they're the same name as far as we're concerned.
What's funny about that? It's a perfectly normal name, Bort. Bort
Yeah.
Simpson.
I was hoping naturally we'd get into a role play section between you two. So I'm happy that came up without me having to give prompts.
Yes, I like how we're both playing the same character. Me. We were both playing Simon.
I thought we were both doing silly voices.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was going to say, actually, we've got a good demographic representation now. We've got north side of Dublin, south side of Dublin, and etc.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Wherever
I love it.
Joe is from.
To him, I'm the ampersand in his comedy night. I'm a etc. when I'm being introduced to people.
Etc. I appreciate it. I haven't heard that yet to describe. Outside the pale is something. you'll hear
Miscellaneous is
Yeah.
another
about.
one.
There.
Yeah. Out
Yeah.
there.
We got a ball.
You do have a
We
ball.
have a ball.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's,
Well, nice specifically.
yeah, nice specifically.
You do have
Oh,
a
we
ball.
have a. Oh, we have a ball. I
Yeah.
thought you said
No.
we have a bowl.
We have a ball. Things aren't that bad, Simon.
We
Come
like
on.
to have a bowl every now and again.
We passed the ball around.
Yeah.
We passed the ball around.
I do love the nice
the nice
ball,
ball.
I have to say. I think of it as like a basketball, even though it's not that.
It's-
But it's basketball-ish.
Mhm.
It is kind of what fungi was to Dingle. Like our economy is based on it. You know,
No one comes
And
to
the
nice-
economy is in the toilet.
There is like a lot of tourists that come and take photos outside of it and bask in its wonder.
Seriously?
That's a
Or is
liberal
this-
use of the words. A lot. A lot of tourists.
Confused
Like 5 a
Americans.
year.
Yeah, well, they're not lying. It is a ball. I think it's the more students that like
Yeah.
to come down and say they've seen it, touch the ball.
Fair
They're like, it was their father's dying wish to go to the nice ball. So it's him in like in like what's it called when you get cremated?
Cremated.
That's it. No,
Cremated.
got it in one.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
Oh, I was
Oh,
at
yeah.
I was at the crematation yesterday.
Oh,
Very
my
sad.
God.
I feel like that's your father wants to get full of cream. Just
Oh, all right. Full of cream.
You said crematation, right?
A cream pie of sorts.
Uh-oh.
my,
And now we commit Michael to the cream.
What do you do after?
I imagine there's some sort of pumping mechanism.
Yeah, I was like, how many steps is he going to go through? How many sounds for the creaming are there going to be?
I can't claim to know much about the crematation process.
No, to be fair, I haven't been too
It's a
many.
strictly nice operation.
Yes. At the crematorium, we'll visit it after this and find out.
My housemate Elaine was telling me a story actually, which I'm sure I'm allowed to say.
Mhm.
I really hope this is going to be some like incredibly personal details she's divulging. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
She told me in confidence, but
you know, women, huh?
Yeah. So her dad's cheating on her mom.
Oh no, he told me that. Sorry, mixed up. No, she was telling me that a person she knows works in a secretary's in a vet. Okay. And this like prize poodle had died. Okay, and like it was like this widowed woman's only love. You know, like meant everything to her, so she was devastated. And the vet came into her and was like, to the secretary, and was like, "Would you mind shaving the dog because they want to put the hair on a cushion?" All right, and she's like,
Okay.
why me? Weird, but like, why me? You're the vet. It's like, just do it, will you, please? And they're like, fine. And she's not like trained in shaving. So
Trained in shaving.
I know a few professional shavers. They might be better suited to
well,
the
there are
job.
barbers, okay, before
Yeah.
you jump down this hole. At
Dog
me, okay?
groomers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's actually
Certainly on the better end of groomers,
Yeah,
I would say.
But dead dog groomers more specific.
Taxidermists?
Yeah.
Well, no, they just fill you with cream.
Of course. Yeah.
But the dog, okay, so she's like, what? And she's like shaving the whole thing and like nicking it lots because she doesn't know what she's doing, right? And
Is she using like a Sweeney Todd style
yeah.
open razor?
Yeah.
But
Damn
like,
it.
at the end of it, like all the hair's gone off the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, it's covered in like little nicks and like it looks like a little rat.
Oh.
Okay, and then the vet comes in and goes, "What the fuck are you doing? They just wanted a little bit for a pillow. They didn't want the whole thing shaved." And they said the woman just came in and was like, "My God, what have you done to my Felicity?"
Oh no.
That's right.
Well, I mean, listen. Now she has loads of hair.
Lots of hair.
It's not like she's going to be looking at the dog every day in its big rat shape.
Plus, she's going to be totally covered for loads of times that she's hungover.
This guy.
Oh, that's really good, Simon.
Show
Yeah.
that to your dad, and he'll
yeah,
be in no
yeah.
doubt.
He'll be a no doubt.
Then he'll finally understand
No,
the
my dad-
concept of comedy.
No, my dad will go, "Wait a second, but he's not on stage.
Yeah.
He's on a microphone."
He also did. Actually, I didn't tell you this, but like when we were getting like a coffee before going into the film, your dad was kind of asking me kind of about, because someone had come up and been like, "Oh, I like your videos."
Yeah.
And you, I think, had mentioned that I do a podcast, Role Play with Ryan Carrick, to him. So I think he like melded those two things into one. So he was like, "So how do they know you?" And I was like, "Oh, I kind of like sort of probably from TikTok." He's like, "So that's your podcast? Your podcast is on TikTok?" And I was like, "Well, no, but I mean, we do clips, but that wouldn't be my main." I started going into this long explanation, and then just the eyes glazed over, and I was like, I was like, you know what? Yeah. It's from my podcast on TikTok. That's it.
He had a great day out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
We nailed it.
Yeah, I took over an influencer role for the afternoon.
Yes. Yeah. Were you getting the same slightly confused and strangely phrased questions?
No, I think he played it cool with the questions for me. I think
he met you.
We've met before.
Yeah.
And you know what's confusing is that he encouraged me to go up and do a spontaneous stand-up gig. So he definitely knows what stand-up comedy is.
Okay.
But maybe that had been erased, I don't know.
He just
since
couldn't
then.
accept that I would do.
No.
Sean, I completely understand. Yeah. This guy can't be. Can't be.
Yeah, I do remember him calling you in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Making you do stand-up.
Every time I tell the story, it becomes more intimidating. Like he pinned me against the wall and said, "Get up there and tell some jokes." When actually it was just, it was like a dad encouraging you to do something. He was like, "Get up there, go on, tell some jokes." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
In the bathroom,
In
though?
the bathroom,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
we
my
just
favorite
happened
part of
to.
That's never the place to
Yeah,
try
yeah,
and
yeah.
pressurize someone into doing something.
Thankfully, it was stand-up comedy. Just say no.
Okay. I know what you mean.
I'm not comfortable.
Just
with
take a
this.
bump, Sean. Come on.
Well, we did that as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
because I
course.
needed the
Your-
courage.
Your dad is a fiend.
He
Fran.
is.
Come on.
It is his thing. It is his
Yeah.
thing. But it's only with young comedians.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he went with you.
Oh. This haggard elfla he also saw. That's me I'm talking about,
Yeah.
not him.
So you're gigging tonight. This is all in the past for everyone else.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
so how did your gig go with Dylan Moran?
Oh, it went amazing. Yeah, I was so good
Yeah.
in my opening kind of 10 minutes that they were like, Dylan tried to come out, and they were just like, "No, Simon."
Yeah, that's right.
Simon."
I remember they were
Yeah.
angry as well.
Yeah.
Like you really,
They started throwing things
you
at him.
changed them.
Yeah. So he had to just
He's
dip
finished.
back out. He's
He's
done.
done.
And then I
Yeah.
came back out, and everyone was like, "You're amazing. Your waveform is huge."
Huge.
And had the
My
best
fa-
gig ever.
My favorite part was when you just stood there though. You were like, and they all just applauded and screamed. And
Well, yeah.
sacrificed children, which I felt like you could have stopped at any point.
I mean, I didn't want to get in the way of their fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you're in a state of flow as well, you don't want to interrupt that. And it was just before the harmonica solo as well.
Oh,
so.
yeah,
Carol
yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
Finally tracked
Yeah.
Carl down.
Yeah.
was
It turns out
amazing.
he was just sleeping on the streets outside Hammersmith.
He's been following me. Any building I've been in, he's just standing outside.
Waiting for
Or
his
in the
moment.
bathroom doing coke with your dad.
It's like It Follows. Have you ever seen that horror film?
I haven't.
Have you not?
No, it's great.
It's very good.
But also, if you think about it too much, it actually doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That-
That's fine.
That's
Don't
most films.
That's exactly.
Come on.
That's most films.
That's every Christopher Nolan film.
Oh.
Yes.
But it's basically a sexually transmitted haunting. Basically, is how it works. So I was suggesting that Carl, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was constantly in this film. The ghost is constantly walking towards you, no matter how far away you are. Except in your case, it's an American tourist with a harmonica.
Yeah.
Coming down.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that doesn't sound like a horror to me at all. That
Sexually-
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah,
It's
sign me
sexually
up.
So you're saying I've had sex? All right.
A sexually transmitted haunting. That does feel like an electro punk album or something like that.
Okay.
It is, quite the mashup of words.
We can do that for karaoke at the end of this, for our karaoke segment before we fuck the penguin.
Fuck the penguin.
Yeah, well, it's something like that. We do something to a penguin.
Yeah.
The penguin's in the green room now going, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
He said,
Sweating bullets.
said you guys were cool.
And we're back
back.
in the room. We're back in the room.
Hey.
Two stoppages.
Yeah.
Simon's really trying to sabotage us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I really need to stop shouting slurs
That's true.
in the recording, but I won't.
Yeah.
You know, I won't.
By slurs, he means promoting his own show.
Oh, yeah. Well, in many ways, the two are.
Yeah, stop using the
One or
R
the
word. Role play. Using the hard R there on that
Oh.
roll.
Yeah.
Oh
My
my God.
apologies.
You're competing with CMAT tonight.
I am.
or
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
past.
She's selling out a 10,000 seater. Alexandra Palace,
Yeah.
and I'm selling out a modest. Well, I'm hoping to sell out
Yeah.
an 80 seater on the
Again,
South Bank.
This is after the fact, so you can just create your own
Yeah.
reality in retrospect.
You know what? What I wasn't expecting to see is CMAT in the front row, and she said, "Sean, I didn't show up on stage. I jilted my own gig
Yeah.
just to come to yours."
And I brought all 10,000.
And then we all broke into "I wanna be a Sean Burke baby." That really blew my mind.
Okay, let's go deeper into that one.
Always the Sean Burke, never the Sean. I was like, wow. I mean, this is not necessary, but thank you.
Yeah.
What does that mean to them if they want to be your baby?
No, I want to be a Sean Burke, comma, baby.
A common baby.
Comma, you know what I said. Don't you dare.
I thought it was I want to be a Sean, comma, Burke baby.
Is Burke
So-
a verb now? Burke,
tell
baby,
me.
Burke.
It is in France, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it means yuck in French.
Yeah.
They genuinely, like if they eat something disgusting, they say, "Oh, Burke."
You have become a real French.
Prick.
You become a real
Real-
French sort of guy. You become very French on social media.
I
What I'm
have it.
saying is, get off my turf, Burke. Okay? French shit is my shit. Okay?
Listen, we've got our own distinct lanes. You do French caricature guy speaking in English. I speak in actual French.
That's true, actually, to be fair.
And crucially, I get way fewer likes for what I do
well,
compared to Remy. Is it Remy?
it is
For
Remy.
example,
Yeah,
amongst
yeah.
one example. And you do the DJ as well, right?
Is Remy with us now?
No.
I have to come back to another Edinburgh Fringe story to do with French.
Mhm.
But I did send your most recent.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, I just want to hold your hand there.
Oh,
We're together.
okay. Somebody get the penguin out. It's starting. It's starting.
But I sent your French
Yeah.
video to a French person.
Yeah.
And they just responded, ew.
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
In French,
Who
that's
wa-
a huge compliment.
Who was it?
Oh, no one you know.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But she hates everything.
Emmanuel Macron.
Macron.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember I saw him in the throne?
You saw him? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were working at some gig
And
that
he
had
was,
a
he was
manual.
sitting on the throne.
Bizarre.
And I risked my job for a gat to get a photo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, were phones not allowed?
No.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
he was sitting on a throne.
Yeah. Well, you keep saying this as if that's illegal. Like
You were really shocked by it. I
know,
am
but
shocked
what
by
is the
it.
context? Why was there a throne?
There was something about a revolution or something. There was people beheaded.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Fair
was
enough.
just serving the drinks. Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys.
Was he saying something like, "Oh, look, I am the king. Oh, pew, 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 pew. I am very rich."
But he had a real machine gun.
Yeah.
Randomly taking out people from the royal family. No, he did when he did his state visit whatever last
Oh,
year,
yeah,
a year and a half ago.
I knew
And
that.
and he was doing like loads of very posh people. So it was in Guildhall,
Yeah.
and they came in and they were talking to me like, "Ew, I heard he kept our king waiting 3 hours."
Really?
And they were like, and I went, no, not our king. sorry, madam.
Sorry to insert myself. Not our king. Also, would you like any drink?
But yeah, and then so he was sitting with the Lord Mayor of London, I think.
Yeah.
And people from the royal family on a throne. And I remember so clearly that there was like music playing as they were coming in, and everyone had to stand and clap
Yeah.
as they were coming in. But it wasn't like an applause; it was like a clap in time.
Oh, weird.
And they walked. There was like 8 of them, and they
To a
walked.
really complex beat.
Yeah. They were good.
They're amazing.
Got to have missed that, to be honest.
But they walked really, really, really long. Like they had to go through everyone. There was like 200 people, and so it was just and it was none of them had rhythm or melody or ever had fun before. So they were all like very straight backed and just clap, 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 clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then he sat in a throne.
Hello. Thank you for the claps. And then that was the end of the ceremony.
it, yeah.
And then he left.
It was actually quite short though. He did walk back out like maybe 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then everyone just clapped again. It was very intense.
What a bizarre event.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was Macron? Or just some guy?
It sounds like a sort of eyes wide shut ceremony.
Yeah,
it does.
It sounds a bit.
Yeah.
I've worked at a few events like that.
Yeah.
It's very, I'm the bartender.
You are the
Massive
go-to
orgy.
guy for orgies for high-ranking officials. From
No, you're not
Europe.
turning this on me.
Hey, look, you've revealed too much, Joseph. Okay,
Flip the documentary.
I'm flipping the penguin around on this one.
Do you remember though when we went up in Edinburgh when we were flying and there was French people and you
Yes,
sold in French?
yeah. I don't think they came
They
to
didn't
the
come.
show though,
Yeah.
but did have a nice conversation with them in French.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because I actually have pretty good French as well.
Do you
I,
guys
I remember you saying this. to
My
me,
French
actually.
is pas mal.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That means not bad.
Oh,
Very, it's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Joe,
remember.
il est un idiot.
Oh, I didn't understand that one.
Me neither.
No,
I was just making noises and hoping it was something. But I remember when I was living in London, you were telling me that you were starting
Yeah.
French lessons.
Yeah.
And now, only 2 short years later, you're
Maybe 2 or 3.
fluent.
It was when I just moved to Streatham because I'd met you when we went to this night out and we ended up in
Yeah.
the house of the producer of
Fontaine's DC's
Fontaine's DC.
album. Yeah. He did a Wonder, or like a Harry Styles album as well.
What?
Yeah. That was a
and
crazy
Kylie
choice.
Minogue as well. This was a completely random. Like you were going down there with your sister as well, and we were in this pub in Streatham that's closed now. That's called Pratt's and Payne, I think it was called. Big, massive bar.
Love how you're giving some free promo
Oh, yeah.
to a closed down
No free
pub.
clout. I will only mention a pub if it's closed on this podcast. We went in there. It's the only time I've been in there.
Yeah.
And I called you for like the last hour, and then we went back to this
We
gaff.
met Frankie
Uh,
McNamara, Meditations
Frankie,
for the Anxious
yeah,
Mind.
Was he there?
He was there.
Oh, I'd forgotten that.
You were.
Oh,
He'd been
I
with your
was-
dad beforehand, so just
Yeah.
coked out of his head.
And then we went back to this house, which was just off the main street. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
spot,
and
actually.
we went downstairs into the recording studio where he had
Yes.
made and mixed all of these
Yeah.
albums of very successful, and like all of his like awards were up on the wall. I think he was the father of a friend of Sally, my sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of kind of cool music and music adjacent people, and then Sean and I. It's like, we really do not deserve to be here.
Do you know what I was just thinking there? Do you remember? I remember the time we accidentally went to a house. We went to a house party for someone we barely knew. Oh, were you there? Or I was just Sally anyway. But it was after afters.
Yeah, we went into the wrong house.
Went to the wrong house at a house
realize.
party.
Yeah.
And then just were allowed to stay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took us way too long to realize
Yeah.
we were in the wrong house.
But we were I remember we were all hiding in the hallway and I was like, it was almost like, like a picturesque Christmas where all the kids are upstairs like waiting. Can we go down and get the presents? But instead it was all a line of strangers to strangers going, can we come in or what we do? So I was sent out as tribute
As
to go
envoy.
in.
Sent out as tribute. You nominated yourself like that.
We'd still be there if it wasn't.
Joe was like, a group of strangers? Sign me up.
Better get my claws in there.
Yeah.
Anyone Irish? No, I'm out of here. There's no profit in this place. Okay, we're gonna move on to questions now.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're-
Okay.
I think timing wise,
How to question a penguin.
don't question.
Is that what you call this segment?
Yeah, that's how little forethought goes into this. We just call it the question section.
Okay.
There's
That's
no
actually the first time.
Well, that kind of rhymes.
outside of the question section. We don't even call it that. So don't even give us that rhyme.
Okay, cool. So we actually have a good few questions, Brian.
Oh.
This one, since we're two podcasts come together,
Mm-hmm.
this one is from our third,
Oh.
Mark T. Cox
Ah.
of Internet Boyfriends.
Yeah.
He wants to know which of your internet boyfriends would you kiss and for how many minutes?
I actually do have an answer to this, and sorry, it's neither of you lads.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, it is Michael Fry. Although was this an internet boyfriend? Yeah.
No, I
They don't have to be a podcaster, do they?
Which of your internet boyfriends would you kiss?
I would
No,
say.
I think he means.
Define internet boyfriend.
I think he means Mark and Dennis, their show.
Oh, it's all about them,
It
isn't
is
it?
all
God
about
damn it.
them.
Although you were very quick to
I
get
was.
Michael
Michael
Fry
Fry
in there.
Only
barely
because-
finished the question. Would you kiss Michael Fry?
Only because I have kissed him before on camera
Oh.
for the last series of No Worries If Not.
Oh, I thought you just went.
And I had to do it a
Nice.
lot. We had to do it like 5 or 6 times. And a proper big smacker.
Yeah, I forgot about that spin-off porn season that you had. Yeah.
RT weren't paying for it, so.
Blow
Yeah.
worries if thought. if
Yeah.
blow worries shift.
No, just keep digging. Keep digging.
So would you?
Well,
How many
do
minutes
I have
would
to
you
pick?
kiss Ryan for?
I mean that bristly beard
Yeah.
would be tricky, but no, I would happily kiss Ryan for many minutes.
Okay,
Many minutes?
honestly.
Okay.
Okay, but I guess between Mark and Dennis.
So this is easy for me because I actually don't know Dennis.
Yeah.
Right.
So Dennis.
Oh.
No, I would pick Mark.
Yeah.
Even if I knew Dennis, because Mark is lovely.
Yeah.
Mark is, yeah.
Also,
And he's a handsome man.
Mark, honorable mention because he has a pacemaker as well. So I feel like if we kissed, it would be like when you used to put Game Boys together
Yeah.
to
Watch them kiss.
transfer data.
Mm.
Yeah.
That would happen, with the what it used to be called, like Bluetooth. It was like red
infrared.
infrared.
Yeah.
That would happen between us, and we would probably synchronize in some way.
Mm.
Okay.
Infrared.
Infrared, and we both
If
die.
they stopped working.
Yeah, we both die
There
immediately.
can be only one. I'd kiss Mark as well. Sorry, Dennis.
And yeah, Mark.
Mark. Yeah. Sorry, Dennis.
We've got a few questions here. I'm trying to see if there's. Oh, okay. Here's one from.
Most of them are about kissing and relate. Actually, Mark sent the same question in 10 times.
Under burner account.
Who would you kiss? Is it me?
Yeah.
Is it me?
How many times did you kiss me? Irish Own wants to know where is the weirdest place you gigged, and was it good or bad?
Was it good or bad? Oh, the weirdest place.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Again, I do have I've got
Pacemaker.
I
Yes,
do
we
have a
know.
pacemaker. It
Yeah.
all comes back to that. No, I gigged in the worst gig. I think I mentioned it on this maybe, but it was in the lobby of a theater in a shopping centre
Oh, dear
in
God.
Hounslow,
Oh,
which is near Heathrow. Without a doubt, the worst, most depressing, terrible gig I've ever done. Absolutely haunted vibes. The most miscellaneous crowd of people you can ever imagine. Some guy in the front row just answers his phone halfway through and continues on his phone call. Full lights. Middle of the afternoon as well. It was like 4 or 5 p.m.
And what? How long ago was this?
Oh, this is like 8-9 years ago.
And what was
This
this for?
Just, I don't know, a fundraiser, I think. Because
I
I
always just didn't remember the charity stuff.
I did a gig
Oh,
at
I
a
know
place
your one.
called the Stockwell Arms.
That's
Yeah.
Well, I have 2, and that is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this guy, he asked me after my gig there, which is where lots of young comedians do their first gig.
Yeah.
And It's in the Stockwell Arms, and I did it there, and this guy came up to me, and he was drinking a mug of tea in a pub, which should have been like a red flag. But at this stage, you're like, I'll do any gig, sure.
I'll do anything.
I
I'll
need
kiss
to do
Michael
it.
Fry.
I'll kiss them all. I'll kiss you.
But Michael Fry first.
And then he asked me to do that, and I agreed to do it, and I've regretted it ever since.
I love how that stayed with you.
Yeah.
All of your successes
Yeah.
since have pale in comparison to
no.
this.
So was it a good or bad gig?
Best gig I've ever had, man. Best gig.
I'll do two.
Yeah.
One involves your, as we've now learned, lover, Michael Fry.
Oh yeah.
And this is certainly my worst gig, and I think, I don't want to speak out of turn for him, but I think Michael would agree that it's probably one of his worst as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 2 or 3 years ago, were booked to do a gig in UCD.
Yeah.
And it was the UCD residents kind of student union.
Yeah.
And it was a free gig for resident students. And we got there, and it was first of all, it was in a lecture hall.
Okay.
So obviously what you want for comedy is like small room, packed out, dark.
Yeah.
This was a giant, like 500-seater lecture hall, incredibly brightly lit, and like no stage. There was just like the lectern that they do lectures from.
Wow.
Which, like, both Michael and I do a lot of songs, and like to trigger backing tracks, we had to like essentially walk off the stage behind this big like giant, I don't know, like sliding thing they put up with like the name of the gig. So we had to disappear to start playing. And as it turns out, all of the students who came, and look, there's no problem with this at all, but they were almost exclusively Chinese students who we very quickly learned had, I think, not a lot of English.
Yeah.
So they just didn't understand.
They wouldn't
any of the
appreciate
jokes.
a song based on Eamon Dunphy's rant
No.
on
What?
RTE.
Would you believe it? Michael's song about strangers sitting next to him on the bus unfortunately went over their heads because, again, they didn't speak the language.
They don't have buses in China as well, so
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Go everywhere by catapult.
Mhm. Yeah, look, you know,
it's very
different-
quick.
Very good.
We need to respect different cultures' ways of doing things. So that was one. Like, that was a bizarre and kind of harrowing experience. Although we had a nice kind of drink afterwards and kind of bonded over the shared trauma
Yeah.
of that. He would not stop talking about kissing you, though, Sean. It was like
Come on.
most of his set was about that as well.
It's just
Crazy.
kept. That's probably why it went so badly, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he even came on stage a couple of times during my set.
I don't even think he
home.
was going for comedy. It was quite dark. It was just like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need him. He kept saying it.
I'm
Yeah.
tormented by him. He said at one point.
I just ripped his shirt and went, I got.
Yeah.
So that was one, and the other one was a
yeah.
surprise, Joe O'Neill special organized gig where Joe.
Was this last night?
Yes. Would this have been last summer? I'm gonna say.
Maybe early July. Was it last year? Maybe the year
Yeah, last year, or the year before, where
year before.
was it your cousin or someone was
It
like,
was-
or a friend of yours was organizing some sort of fundraiser thing.
Van Curry-Coover, who's my brother in Vancouver. For
Mhm.
the
Van
uninitiated.
Curry-Coover.
Van Curry-Coover. His friend, one of his little dweeb friends, was organising.
Yeah,
Like,
he was a little
Yeah.
nebbish dweeb. No doubt about it. But he was doing some sort of like fundraising charity gig in DCU. And
Yeah.
he was like, oh, there's a comedy section. Or you were like to me, there's a comedy section. Will you go along
Yeah.
and do? And I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I love charity. Great to help out and give back. But got there and very quickly realized that there was like a few different things going on. There was like a music section,
Yeah.
Mhm.
whatever, and they had this little stage for comedy, but it was like 3 p.m. on like a Saturday or something, and the vast majority of people there, we realized, were children. It was it was like parents, but they were off sitting on the benches, and all the people near the
Ah.
stage were
Like-
children.
What age range are we talking like?
I'm talking like 6 to 12.
Okay.
It was very much a bring your kids
Yeah.
for a day out thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, here we go. And I was up first. And I was like, well, I really cannot do my sort of material about, a song about putting a finger in the bum and stuff like this in front of children. So I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do here. But it actually ended up going fine.
Yeah.
Because I got on stage, and before I could say anything, one of the kids was like, "How tall are you? How tall are you?" And I was like, "How tall do you think I am?" And I proceeded to fill the next 10 minutes by just having kids guess my height and then having them stand back to back with each other to like figure out who was the tallest of the children. And I was like, this is great.
And that's
like
part of your set now.
Oh, yeah, that's all I do. I have one plant in the crowd to scream, "How tall are you?" And that kicks things off.
That's Joe tonight, is it?
Yes, exactly. Watch out, Dylan Moran's crowd. But it actually, I felt a bit bad because the comedian who was on after me, Lee, the kids were very hyper, but they got very riled up by this by this whole like height thing, because there was a lot of running around and like standing and stuff.
Yeah.
And so by the time I was leaving, like their energy levels were too high. And there were a couple of older kids there who had clearly learned a few terms. You know the way kids, 12, 13, they're throwing things out they might not fully understand. So as I'm leaving, I can hear Lee getting up on stage and one of the kids screaming at him, "You're a pedo!" He's a pedo. And then obviously it catches on like wildfire and all the kids are yelling at this guy who has done nothing but get up on stage that he's a pedo.
God, how'd you roll with that? Tough
Yeah,
crowd tonight, huh?
But am I a tall pedo? So yeah, that is definitely, those are the two strangest. One quite a harrowing experience, but the other actually kind of pleasant.
You made the best.
You
of
weren't
that.
Lee.
Yes. Sorry, I imagine that was his worst.
Yeah.
Or you were at the back going.
Well, I actually was the first to shout. I introduced him. The next comedian is a pedo, so watch out.
I loves being reminded.
Yes.
Mine very quickly. I once hosted a Taylor Swift quiz and had my life threatened on many occasions.
Yikes.
By Swifties. Who would have thought they were volatile?
Hey, I'm a Swiftie, man. Watch it.
Be very
Or I'll
careful.
threaten your life, brother.
The first question was, what is I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In based on?
Who is it based on?
I say I'm a Swiftie. It's really more her later kind of, Evermore folklore. That's my kind of thing.
Gyllenhaal.
I can't remember.
Not a
I think no, but
I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What did I have?
Yeah, let's go with Gyllenhaal.
But everyone got so angry because there was no like concrete answer, and the one I had seemingly was wrong.
Okay.
So someone stood up, and I was like, I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift. I don't know any of this. Whatever goes on the sheet is what it is. And people were like, why? Someone stood up on the table, went, why must we have this fool? And then the bartender, she had a Taylor Swift tattoo, so I was like, I'm going to go to her, whatever she says. And she said whatever it was.
Okay.
I
What if you looked at your phone there and she said
whatever
Whatever it was.
I think we lost a bit of time from just a bit of editing stuff, so I'm going to do one more quick question. I think this might be wholesome, but you can make it dark and awful if you want to. This is from Abby Elizabeth.
Okay.
She wants
a Jane Austen character has sent
Sondered
us a
in,
question. Abby Elizabeth.
She said, should I worry that every time I cough there's blood on my handkerchief?
Were you caught in the rain recently? That's not good.
She said, what's the best piece of advice you have ever received and has stuck with you?
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Abby Elizabeth. No, that's mean.
Ask the audience to guess your height.
Okay,
I'd say, probably.
Yeah. To get out of an awkward moment with a gig.
Yeah.
Anyone ever had any advice that stuck with you guys?
I don't know.
It's so uncomfortable for comedians to be sincere.
Yeah, I
anyway.
struggle.
No,
with
real jokes aside, guys. Come on, let's be real for a second.
Oh God!
You know, my old man said, "Believe in yourself." That was probably the best piece of advice I ever received.
I love how you went American.
It's the only way I can say this.
Yeah, I don't believe in sincerity. So we'll go. Well, I'm not going to say that because I know Abby. So you guys can say fuck Abby.
Oh God! Now I feel bad.
No. I would say just make what you like. Basically, it always comes back to that.
Yeah.
Constantly, you find yourself distracted by other people doing filters and mad stuff, and you're like, I should do that, but then it's not me. It's not me.
No.
Although I cracked, and that's why I started doing the French stuff because Simon was doing it first.
I knew it.
So for that one, exception.
See, we put the hot stuff right at the end.
Yeah.
Keep people enticed. Anyone ever say anything?
They definitely did, but I tend not to listen to others.
Yeah.
I try and drown them out.
Do you kind of accidentally take advice and then think you did it all by yourself?
Yeah. I then credit myself
Yeah.
with any of
That's the best way to do it.
You do one, Joe, and I'll have a think.
You have a thing? Oh, okay. I have a wank. Yeah, just be honest.
Oh wow, straight to the point.
Yeah, be honest.
Be honest. That sounds like you're being told off.
Oh, yeah,
Be honest. Did you steal those Mars bars?
I would steal Mars bars. I was a fiend for Mars bars back in the day.
Really?
Now I'm twirl. I like twirls.
I'm more of a Snickers man myself these days.
You're a fiend. You love nuts in your mouth.
Oh,
sorry. Oh my God.
Penguin nuts.
I've lost myself.
This has been a very crude episode.
How to
I have
blow
say.
a penguin.
I'm going to have a word with all of your parents after this. That's it.
And that's me done. Do you want to?
A word with your parents to Joe means a line of coke.
Oh,
with
yeah,
your
in a
parents.
dingy
So,
bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Do some jokes, Sean.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything before we finish?
Best piece of I really am drawing a blank. I'm trying so hard to come up with good advice that I was given. But
Just
I
say something like keep on trucking.
Just say.
yeah.
Or don't.
No. We'll sit here in uncomfortable silence for 15 minutes.
Right, it's love watching an Irish person squirm.
Here's one. I think Shane Dan Byrne
Okay.
once told me that the best solution to a bad gig is to do another gig really quickly. Just get straight back on the horse, basically. Don't leave. If you have a bad show, do another one very soon afterwards.
So you're off to UCD.
Off to UCD.
It's UCD and DCU.
Oh yeah, which one was
yours.
the Michael Fry?
Oh
Kissing
yeah, they
one?
were
No,
both,
they're both
college based.
Weird, isn't it? And they're like the same
So
like
you're-
anagram.
So you're like Jerry Seinfeld. You can't do colleges.
Yes.
Can he?
That's what he said.
Oh, right.
That's what he said. I was hoping there'd be something in that. Okay,
Simon
guys.
Hennessy is the same as Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
It's-
basically.
that would be the
so
title
we'll
of it.
leave it there.
Okay, all right, come on.
Okay, guys, we're moving on to YouTube. We're moving on to YouTube now. Thanks so much for sticking with us. Make sure to subscribe, follow,
And
all
check-
that sort of stuff.
And follow Simon Hennessy on
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, and check out his podcast, Role Play,
Yeah.
with that wretched man, Ryan Carrick.
Wretched man.
Awful man.
How to roll a plaguewind.
It is very funny and it's very good and it's something you can check out after you listen to our one. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Black and the blue bin.
Blah, 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 blah.
Close enough.
Close. That'll do. Get it in post. Okay, now we're.
Now we're in
Wow. We're in the.
Do you do like a sort of an outro kind of musical thing?
No.
We move on to YouTube now,
Yeah.
so it's a bit different.
Yeah.
So now you can let loose.
Yeah, you can really go
for
for
like one question.
Sorry, you have a separate thing on YouTube to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
we-
it just
my God,
means
you
it's a
guys.
slightly longer episode by about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it's actually less editing work for me to do that, if anything. So, really, don't be too impressed now. Come on.
Hey, I'm not going to question your guys' system. All right.
It feels like you did.
Yeah, well, I am going to question your
Yeah.
guys' system.
It's like, what's going on there?
Well, you got a question from Megan Baratol Smith or Smythe.
Smythe. Why is it SMYTH?
I actually haven't got that far. I just see the S. Oh yeah, it is SMY. SMY.
I'm only 2/3 my way through the name. Scanning.
She said, "Why did you want to start a podcast together over another form of entertainment?" And for Simon, she broke into,
Oh, me?
if you weren't doing comedy, what would you like to do?
Oh.
Yo, mama.
Hey.
Wow.
How about
She's
that?
Spanish actually, so.
Oh,
that'd be
Dios
nice.
mío. I'm papi.
I think for us,
For us?
yeah.
Well, it's literally the only thing that's doable.
Yeah,
If
that's
we
it.
could write a sitcom together and then never make it.
yeah, we could do that
without
yeah.
spending thousands of pounds. So it's the only thing. That's why like podcasts now, the technology is, we have the technology.
Good.
It's affordable enough. You can do it in a pub basement if you like.
Mm.
We're in the region, Islington, by the way. Thanks, Declan.
Shout out to the Regent.
Shout.
But that's it really.
Yeah.
Otherwise, anything scripted just takes a lot more time
Yeah.
and effort and editing
And thinking.
and
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
crucially.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why. Because what are the other options? We could have written a book together. We could have written a film together.
Yeah.
TV show.
Porno?
Porno.
Oh, no, yeah.
Well, you're doing that with Michael Fry already. So
Yeah, so that's taken.
Only up there.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for now.
Oh, give it time. Give it time.
But that's it, yeah. And I don't know, a dual written novel. That's a new one. We're both writing at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm on the left page. You're on the right page. It's incoherent nonsense.
It's a brave new frontier.
No one's happy.
We're playing
Yeah.
with the form.
Yeah.
Hey, James Joyce got away with it for Ulysses, guys. That's
Come on.
basically what that is.
That's what he was doing. He was writing with both hands at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
But he's got glasses. We can't compete.
We
with
don't
that.
even have.
Yeah, he's
I'm
just-
gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
You
I'm
got no
gonna
frames
do
on
it.
those glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I podcast. And what was the question?
What would
Yeah,
you
what
do
was my
if
question?
you weren't comedy?
Oh, yeah.
Probably something else.
Yeah, I'd say I'd probably be doing something else if I wasn't doing
that's for
comedy.
sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what would I like to do if I wasn't doing comedy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, take yourself away, Simon.
Yeah. I would like to, I don't know, maybe like music or something. 'Cause I really like doing music. And sort of use comedy as an excuse to
You're a
do a
great
lot of
songwriter.
musical things. Oh, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
like the song you did last night, which I assume it's only going to be for stage, like live shows. You're not going to do that. You're not going to record it
Which one?
for your Instagram. The Irish English.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be stage.
Yeah,
mostly.
but that's great.
Because I remember I saw an early interview with Bo Burnham where he was like, he would like any songs that he had already released would get such a tapered response in front of a live audience, because the whole purpose of a joke song is hearing the joke for the first time.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are songs that are stage only
For now.
until I do them to death
Yes.
on stage,
Yeah.
and then finally it's time to
You've
sell
gotta
out and
get-
just
yeah.
record them.
Gotta get your money's worth.
Yes,
I've been doing jokes for years in this show that I'm doing tonight that I'm desperate to release into sweet death. You know?
but that would require writing new jokes, and who has the
Exactly,
time?
yeah.
Who has the time?
And I loved your song with Ryan Carrick as well. Your Irish. Your kind of, what was it like the entry? What was it like the
Kneecap, but they did ordinary level.
That was it.
basically.
That was very good.
Well, there might be another one. Of those coming down the track. No spoilers.
There's not.
There might. I mean, there is. By might, I mean if we get our shit together to do it before the Kneecap album comes out.
Oh, I see.
Which we may not, but if we do,
Yeah.
there might be a bit more of that coming. So yeah, I'll say music generally.
Okay, a general music.
General music reporting for duty.
General music.
Yeah.
If you had a superpower based on who you are as a person, what do you think it would be?
Based on who I
As
am.
in, like Captain America, he has all those. Okay, calm down. He got the superhero.
He's kind of a shite
put into it.
superhero, isn't he, Captain America?
Oh, I'm so just and righteous.
like,
you're boring, is what you are.
Yeah.
You're boring and strong. Right? That's Captain
I feel
America.
like that's me as well.
Certainly half of it.
Yeah. But all of his ability comes from who he is as a person.
All right.
So I'm wondering, if you got the superhero serum, what would you get as a superpower, do you think?
It's just the tallest person
think it
who
is.
ever existed. About 30 feet tall, but the same level of lanky, and I would just be falling over constantly at all times. There is a guy, there's a stretchy guy in one of the Marvels.
Yeah.
Captain Stretch or something.
I forgot you're not a Marvel guy.
Yeah, not really my thing.
Yeah.
I have forgotten his name. What is it?
Could be Captain Stretch.
Fantastic.
I call them all
Oh, yeah.
Captain. Like Benedict Cumberbatch is when I call him Captain Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tony Stark is whatever. Captain Steel. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Steel, your
I do know that one.
No,
It is Iron Man.
he's Iron Dan.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause his
Iron
name's
Dan.
Dan and he's Iron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I don't think you're
believe-
telling me that, even though I knew he was called Tony Stark.
No.
Because you love doing
Tony's a
that.
nickname.
And he's,
Do the line.
Yeah. It's the line from Iron Man, which is actually a good film.
Yeah.
Some of the, like, I've seen a few of them, and most of them I don't really like, but I like the original Iron Man.
Yeah.
Mostly for the bit where Jeff Bridges goes, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave from a bunch of scraps.
I love that one. That's
An
great.
iconic
Okay.
line from
Yeah.
an iconic actor.
All right. We're going to see it at that now.
On that note, is
On
that
that
the
note,
note?
That's the note.
That's an out.
You can't top my impression
No,
of
that's
Jeff
it.
Bridges in
Do you
Iron
want
Man.
to try? Do you want
No,
an impression?
no,
Do
that's
you want
fine.
to- Yeah,
I mean, you are. I can't believe that I am doing the closing impression when you are Mr. Impression.
I guess that'd be my superhero
Would be
then
your
as well.
superhero. Yeah.
Yes,
Mr.
actually.
Impression.
All right. Black
Joe,
Velvet.
your superpower.
Oh, I believe in myself. Superhuman.
Right.
Believing in myself.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for
appreciate it.
having me, guys.